Hello everybody, it's Sunday the 4th of October 2020. You're with me, Jarrod Cagwin, in my home in Sitges, Spain. This is a third part of a short video demonstration series where I talk about some different kinds of percussion instruments that I keep for some people that perhaps don't have so much knowledge or would like to know a little bit more about some things that are uncommon in the Western world. Today I'll be talking about a couple of drums from South India, and this one it's pretty much exactly what it looks like, a giant earthenware flower or water pot. It's made out of clay. It's called a Ghatam. And the thing that makes this special about this drum is within the construction of the drum, in the clay, there are very small metal filaments. And this creates the resonance from the instruments. It has a certain pitch. And that's very important for playing with South Indian music to have a certain tonality. And I can kind of demonstrate that a little bit. I use this very highly technical piece of equipment here. It's an electronic Shruti box, and it produces a pitch and different harmonics within the pitch. So here it's showing me, as I have it tuned before, we're basically in E, or Mi. And I can go through a few different modes on this machine, so I have some different harmonics within that. And I use this very much in an accompaniment with different drums. I use it also with some different ways to get different sounds. I use it very often with this special kind of Ghatam brush that I have for playing on the sides. And I can always turn this around. Very often I'm playing with cymbals or something else around me, so it's always a good kind of left hand that I have that has a brush quality for hitting other things. I oftentimes play it with this very soft part of the broom here. And I have another one, it's a little bit wider. It's a large fan Ghatam broom. On this side it's hard fibers, on this side it's soft fibers, so I can have two different textures. This is the soft side. And if I turn it around, I have a little bit more hard. So that's a little bit of some different things I can do with this drum. There is some really specific hand techniques, and you have to split your fingers a bit on the right hand, and you use the heels of your hands, use the knuckles, and then of course you have the gumki here. And traditionally, actually I would be sitting on the ground, and this part's going to be more into my body, and you would push your body into it to change the tonality of the instrument. Now, I don't really play it that way because I have it set up for doing different things with miking and stuff. However, I was talking about this thing here, the split finger, that's coming from this kind of instrument here. This is an instrument, also a classical South Indian instrument called Kanjira. It's a tambourine. It has one jingle here on the top, and this is a traditional one, so it's got a lizard skin here. And the reason why it's a lizard skin is, if you hear it now, it's got a higher pitch. Now, if I put just a little bit of water, just regular water, onto the skin, it has a very unique feature of bringing the pitch down, so I get more bass tones. And the more water I kind of get into it, slowly, 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 it absorbs into the skin, and the pitch will come down. So the technique for playing this drum is with that split finger thing here, which takes a little while to really get mastery of. It can take a lifetime, in fact. So that's a traditional one. This is one that I have made here in Europe. It's a little bit larger, and it has a special type of natural skin that's very flexible. It's got a little bit more bass tones, which I use very often in combination with this drum in mixing to have a little bit more low frequency. So the quality of this, of course, is that pitch change with a very, very warm, low bass tone. So those are a couple drums now coming from the south of India, specifically around the region of what was called Madras, now Chennai. They're very, very old and very highly evolved percussion instruments, which most people in the West, if you're a drum set player coming out of that, might not have heard of that stuff yet. It's one of the highest arts of percussion, rhythmic theory and percussion playing in the world. So that's all for today. Everybody, thanks for joining me. Have a nice day.